Collective, I saw 444 twice this morning. When I first woke up, it was thundering and lightning, and I saw 444 views on a video. And 444 is about protection, confirmation that you're on the right path, even if you're going through a difficult time right now. And it's also about your spirit guides being with you, just being next to you and encouraging you and protecting you along your way. So that's what this message was supposed to be about. Instead, I got a fucking karmic reading here. So, I do want to say that people cry out for help in very destructive ways. But it is a cry for help nonetheless. And you are not responsible for answering that call, especially when you know it will destroy you or it will harm you in the process. Don't harm yourself to help somebody else. You can give it to God and just say, I wish the best for you. You have that right. You also have the right to help if you do want to. It is up to you. You decide for yourself. I'm really biting my tongue because trust me, I I don't like to waste my time on karmic readings. But I will indulge because God is good. And he has protected me and delivered me from a lot of different things that could have really taken me down through there. So nonetheless, I'm going to do what I have to do, right? All right, let's get into this message quickly. First card's out, Knight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Two of Swords, Eight of Wands. That gave a lot of energy off the top. It's as if the saying, every dog has their day. Yeah, somebody's trying to outrun their day. Karma is coming in quickly. There's a turning point. Wheel of Fortune. Cycles ending, new cycles beginning. You go around the wheel. The wheel goes clockwise. So everyone's going around the wheel. It's time for the people that were down to be up. It's time for the people that were up to be down, rightfully so. Put yourself where you belong. But there's a Knight of Swords character who is running the fuck away from that. They're like, not today, bitch. I won't be answering to the consequences of my own actions today. That's not what they plan on doing. But the Two of Swords lets me know that this is somebody that avoided, oh, I'm blind. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't need to change my life. A decision. I need to make a decision and grow and transform. What? No, not me. You can't be, oh, I'm blind. That's the energy that they gave until they couldn't give it no more. Until now they're forced to make a choice. So to clarify, Two of Swords, Knight of Swords, I got the Queen of Wands, followed by the Four of Pentacles. My dear karmic, whoever this is. By the way, sidebar. The person's energy that the reader picks up on will be the person that's watching them the most. If you don't like these readings or somebody's watching you or somebody's watching me. So, to clarify, Knight of Swords, Two of Swords, I get Queen of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Somebody's a bad luck fuck. That's what that means. Somebody went towards quickly went towards somebody that they find very attractive. Nothing wrong with that inherently. Somebody that they think is very confident, somebody that they thought, Queen of Wands is going to represent the shit you do it for in life, the cars, the clothes, the hoes, So either somebody went towards that life or they went towards a person. Because it's the Queen of Wands, it's giving a person. They went towards a person that they find to be very attractive. But that person has very bad luck, and they in turn have bad luck. The Wheel of Fortune being here lets me know that they've had ample opportunities to really let this situation go if they wanted to. They've been doing rounds and rounds and rounds with this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is not new. On the other side, we might as well just divide this up real quick. Let me show you what's going on. Because to clarify, the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands is the Death card. Scorpio energy, and the Two of Wands. So, it's giving Mr. Karmic, but Mr. or Mrs. Karmic, right? You have two choices because you have exhausted all the other options that you did have in the past. You have two options here. You can decide to stick around with this person that you have very bad luck with. It seems like nothing goes right in this situation. The fruit dies in 2 days. You go out to your car just stopped working. Your car got bird shit all on it. It's just things that just are like, what the this feels like bad luck. That's what it feels like being in this person's energy. So that's who you'll know who I'm talking about. Please do not put somebody in this role if it don't apply to them now. Okay? But you have two choices here. So you can choose to end the cycle completely, leaving this person out in the cold like you should have been. So you can progress towards something, Two of Wands. So you can progress towards some type of life that is quality, some type of quality life. If you want it, you can choose to end the cycle. You will be broke either way. I want you to know that now. If you choose to stay with the person, if you choose to leave the person, you're going to have to be broke for a little bit. I don't know. Maybe that's the part of the karma, the cycle situation. Hello? It looks like I'm not going to say it again. You've had ample opportunities. You're going to be broke either way. The difference is the devil card is chained. It's two people, a man and a woman, being chained to that devil. If you stick with this person, they are going to indulge in your destruction. They like destruction too, no matter what their mouth says. You two both are into destructive behavior. You can choose to stay with them. You will be broke with them. But the overall energy being the Magician and the Hierophant card, it lets me know that maybe y'all can work it out. Maybe you can be with that person, but it's going to have to take the karmic, the Knight of Swords. People are going to have to, there's going to have to be a swift change. It's going to have to go from being very manipulative, very power hungry, to controlling your willpower, saying no to your vices, getting clean, maybe. And then something can possibly, because the card, I wanted to specifically clarify, should the Knight of Wands leave the Queen of Wands, should the Knight of Swords leave the Queen of Wands alone? And I got the Hierophant card. The Hierophant card is a maybe card. So maybe it can work out, but there's going to have to be a lot of willpower used, a lot of self-confidence that's initiated. Like, this person is going to have to go through there's going to have to be a lot of shadow work. It's going to be a very long, dark time of having to rebuild a lot of things that were very destructive. Notice 5115. Like 5115. You're going to have to do a whole 180 to keep this situation. And there's no guarantee you're going to change another person, just to put that disclaimer out there. On the other hand, on the other side, this side of the spread, you can choose to leave this person alone. You can end the cycle like you should have been. So you can progress towards something. You will be broke, but you were going to be broke anyway. But you'll be broke alone and at least having the fighting chance of gaining. So I guess it just depends, because this is the other side. You ending the cycle, you have more of a fighting chance to gain the stability that you desire. I had a spam call come through and interrupt my reading. So yes, you will still be broke if you decide to end the cycle and do the right thing. And I don't even want to say right thing is subjective, but you will have the opportunity to get the stability that you really desire if you were to close this cycle out. Overall energy being the Nine of Pentacles. That's he or she, that's fruits of my labor. I'm living good. I'm living well. Maybe I don't have a partner, but everything is everything over here. Everything is up, and it look good over there. Okay. So that is the decision. Oracle cards, distance, intuition, narcissist. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. Intuition, the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. That goes into play with the Wheel of Fortune. So this is where we are. There's no need to look at what the old options once were or can we get that old thing back. No, we're here where we are right now. Mr. and Mrs. Karmic, we're here where we are right now. And we need to make a decision what we're going to do. And the narcissist, someone is too full of themselves. Like I said, you have to decide which route looks good for you. You have two options. You do. You can possibly work this out. I don't know if you can change this person, but a lot of shadow work is going to have to take place in this situation. And a lot of times you need your alone time to get that shadow work done. And then on the opposite side, we talking about good money. 9 of Pentacles is good money. That means the only thing missing is your partner. But you'd be financially set alone. So you have that option. Affirmation, don't waste a drop of energy trying to change someone else. I know that's right. Okay. I'm going to get you a song, and I hope you make the best decision for you, my dear. Wait on you.